Hello friends, and today we are back at the funny old tree with the action men and action ladies on. Today I am showing you how I decided to turn the little lady on a swing into Pamela Anderson wearing her white bikini from when she got married to Tommy Lee. It was an iconic moment. I thought I would do my research, and as you can see, she wore a very teeny tiny white bikini and got married on a beach. So I'm going up the ladder with initially what I think is going to be it's a baby wipe, that, and I'm thinking, well, I'll just wrap that round somehow. I hadn't at that point researched the photographs and found out what she was exactly wearing. So at that point I decide that the baby wipe is not going to be appropriate. So I have to take little Pammy to be down off the tree and, using stuff I find around the house, make her a proper swing, paint on her bikini, and find something to make the little sarong thing that she's wearing. So as you can see, I've used a piece of wood that we would usually use for kindling for the fire. I've used some wire snippers to cut up a coat hanger from my husband's dry cleaning. I'm using a little bit of Tipex, and believe me, it is only a little bit of Tipex, to paint on the bikini. I have to admit, I'm embarrassed about how shaky my hands are and how hard it was to see to paint this effectively. Getting old is no joke. I mean, there is no alternative apparently to getting old, but really, if we could all stay young forever, that would be great. Anyway, back to little Pammy. So I'm painting on her bikini with the Tipex, and I'm pretty sure that this will last the weather all right. Now at this point I haven't actually learned how to deal with the nest of hair, and I thought, well, you know, Pammy always did have tousled blonde hair, so in this instance it doesn't matter so much. But my son gave me an idea for the next couple of people that I'm going to put on the tree, and in that case I do need to pay attention to the hairstyle of the next setup. So anyway, back to Pammy. Now I have to say that Pamela Anderson is an icon. She was known for all sorts of things, but just being incredibly sexy. And having watched the programme Pam and Tommy on Netflix just recently, I also realised that they gave a lot of depth to her and made her more than just a pretty face, which makes her, in a way, a lot of a feminist icon. So watching the movie gave me much more appreciation of her, and I feel that it's really important, as she is currently the only lady on the tree, that she be clothed. I'll bet very skimpily, but still clothed. So that was my reasoning for taking her down off the tree and making a better job of her before putting her back up there again. So by doing my research, I noticed that it is a halter neck bikini that was worn. So that's me having to do the halter necking bit and painting on the tiny little white thing, but there you go. So I have big plans for the tree. I probably will be returning to the tree and doing voiceovers of the characters that are going to go up there as and when I find them. The irony of being a grown woman painting a bikini on a doll has not escaped me, I must admit. But the thing is, it's what you call a displacement activity. I'm currently unable to work through reasons that are still confidential, and so rather than wallow in self-pity and become self-destructive, I am deflecting all that by making videos for YouTube and coming up with ideas. And you know what? Sometimes playing with dolls is quite relaxing. So this is a kind of adult form of playing with dolls, I suppose. A very shaky-handed adult form of playing with dolls, I must admit. But it's stuff that you you need to, human beings, we're naturally creative, we're naturally inventive. And some people make inventions like vacuum cleaners or computers. And some people appropriate and adapt stuff they have lying around rather than doing the proper thing, which would be probably to throw it out. But I'm a little bit environmental. I can't bear to throw things out, and so I try and make stuff with it that's a little bit humorous and fun. So here I've found this plastic bag that happens, it's ripped, but it happens to be the exact shade for the sarong. And then I put Pammy back up on the tree, and she is swinging away beautifully there. The swing, I must admit, is a great improvement on what she was on before, which was just a bamboo stick with some string. And there we go, a little look back at the day and back at Pammy now that she's in situ. So I hope you enjoyed this movie. Just a little bit of fun. I hope you'll enjoy other things in future. Apologies for my big fat finger that came into shot there. But just think that somewhere in the world there, Pamela Anderson is having a great time on a swing. So thanks very much for watching. If you've watched this far, I really appreciate it. If you can find the time to like and subscribe. I'll be doing more bizarre stuff like this in the future until I get my job back. So thanks again and take care. Bye for now.